A little over a month ago, I asked what your favorite cryptos were. You guys responded, and I invested. Did I get a ride to the moon?
Oh, yes!
Or was I left holding the bag? This is what happened.
Just like old times? Just like old times.
But you gotta focus.
Good morning. It has now been 3 days since I popped the question to you guys, and let's see your responses. Alright, so it looks like we got about 49 comments. Bonk, Ladies, Lunk, XRP, Picoin, Sol, and Aave, BTC, ICP, Doge, Shiba Inu. I thought you meant to say crying positions. That got a lot of likes.
So you get the picture. There was quite a variety. And I just want to say thank you all for your feedback. So in order to pick my investments, I ordered all of your guys' favorites in the comments from both the YouTube short and the Instagram reel in a spreadsheet from most picked to least picked. Now there are 7 with multiple picks. Real quick here for Picoin, the Pi network says, please note that the mainnet has not launched yet and the price displayed below for certain exchanges reflects the value of IOUs. So the coin's not even really out yet, it's just an IOU for it. So for Picoin, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to pass on that one for this experiment for now. So we have 6 other ones here with multiple suggestions, so those are a definite pick, but I do wanna pick a total of 10 that I can invest into. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a random number generator on my phone, see what rows that lands on 4 times. Using the random number generator, I landed on Algo, Mana, Aave, and Milady token. Alright, I'm on Coinbase. I'm gonna put $1,000 in there. Oh, we're doing this. Okay. Oh man, I can't believe I'm doing this. So we're going to go 100 each. Bitcoin, ETH, XRP, Solana, ICP, Doge, Lady, Aave, Mana, and Algo. We're just gonna do market orders to keep this easy. I want this to just go. Alright. So luckily 9 out of these 10 cryptos were available on Coinbase as of January 8th, 2024. Also, I just signed up for Coinbase One, which there can be a free trial, but afterwards it's $30 a month. But with Coinbase One, it will take the fees out when doing a market order for each trade. So 9 out of the 10 cryptos I easily purchased on Coinbase using market orders, only losing about 90 cents to $1 in the spread for each transaction. Now for Milady token, it was not available on the Coinbase exchange, but because that token is on Ethereum, I was able to purchase about $100 worth of Ethereum, send it to my Coinbase decentralized wallet, and swap that Ethereum for as much Milady token as I could get. And because there is a gas fee or a network fee for using Ethereum, I was only able to get about $90 worth of Milady token, with a small balance of ETH left over that we'll just throw back into our pool of ETH. Alright, we're in. So I created a portfolio tracker on CoinGecko. I put in all of my balances. Here it is right now. It's approximately worth $992.39. Like I said, some fees were incurred. Now there's actually some big news that's supposed to come up in the next couple of days, which I believe is really gonna affect this one way or the other. Is there going to be a Bitcoin ETF? If it does get approved, I am guessing that there is gonna be a pop-off in multiple cryptos. We could be seeing our portfolio going to the moon, boys. Yeah, that's right. We'll see what happens. The long-awaited Bitcoin ETF. Would it get approved by the SEC? That is the Securities and Exchange Commission, the United States governmental agency that sets regulations of the securities markets, which can therefore make a big impact on the price and future of certain assets. In short, over the past year or so, there have been quite a few large investment management companies that have filed for Bitcoin ETF approval with the SEC. Many times it was shut down, but more recently, a very large influential financial management company, BlackRock, submitted their Bitcoin ETF to be approved by the SEC. With BlackRock's SEC ETF approval record of 575 approves versus 1 not approve, many have speculated that now the SEC will definitely approve a Bitcoin ETF. And one of those deadlines for approval was January 10th, 2024. So me and many others were expecting, if this Bitcoin ETF or exchange traded fund was approved, then this would mean an influx of Wall Street money into the crypto space, therefore potentially surging the price of Bitcoin and other crypto assets upwards. At least that's what I hoped for. And then something happened. It's approximately 4:32, Tuesday, January 9th, and it looks like it happened right now. I'm getting all these
ETF approved has been approved on Twitter. And if you go to the official SEC page on Twitter, today the SEC grants approval for Bitcoin ETFs for listing on all registered national securities exchanges. I think our portfolio is going to the moon, boys. All right, we should go check on it actually. Let's go.
So as predicted, the price of Bitcoin blasted off. But then, something happened. On January 9th, apparently the SEC's Twitter was compromised. Apparently someone made a fake news unauthorized post on the SEC's webpage. And at this time, there was no approval of a legitimate ETF. And once people found this out, the price crashed back down.
That is insane. Can you imagine the people who went like super long with like a ton of leverage all of a sudden, and then all of a sudden the SEC releases this statement that it was a hack or an unauthorized post, and then so our portfolio really hasn't changed much since the news, and then the news that the news was fake. Yeah, it's literally just still around $986. So,
Aaron, Bitcoin back down to 45,000. Is this a buy the dip for you?
Disappointing, perhaps. However, with the next day being the actual deadline, January 10th, 2024, I was still on the edge of my seat. Would there be a legitimate approval this day? While doing some X investigation, I found some compelling evidence.
So there's these two documents rolling around X right now, trying to say that the ARK 21 shares Bitcoin ETF was approved or is going to be approved today. It also seems like a lot of people are on the edge, like, is this just another fake news event like yesterday? So let's try to see if this is going on for ourselves. Let's actually go to the SEC's website right here. Okay, I typed in ARK here and ARK 21 shares Bitcoin ETF. No way, that was not a rumor. Oh man. All right guys, it is January 10th, 2024, sometime around 10:56 a.m. Apparently this document was filed approving securities for listing, that securities being ARK 21 shares Bitcoin ETF. All right, let's check out our portfolio, guys, to the moon. Oh, dang it. We are up $5. So, yeah, I guess it has just been approved.
Forgive me for not looking more excited, but after that roller coaster of a ride of emotions the previous day, I may have not shown much enthusiasm. However, deep inside I was excited, for the Bitcoin ETF was approved on January 10th, 2024. And just as I expected, my portfolio went up in value, going all the way up almost to plus $100. Would it keep rolling higher, explode exponentially up? That's what I thought. But over the next several days, the market started to slip.
So, there's been a bit of a, dip. Man, it's so crazy, like, how your mentality changes. Like, when they first approved this ETF, I was thinking, oh my gosh, we're gonna double our money. We're gonna be able to almost afford an Apple Vision Pro after this. And now this happens and I'm thinking like, oh man, I'd be happy just to break even, to be honest with you. But we're only about 1/3 of the way through this. Something tells me it's about to get a lot more volatile. There's about to be a lot more excitement coming, or so I hope. Hopefully for the upside. We're just gonna have to wait and see. All right.
Volatile it was on the way down. For over the next several days, the price continued to decline.
So according to finance.yahoo.com, Bitcoin exchange-traded funds appear to be a remarkable success. In just the first few days, they attracted more than 1 billion assets. Then where's me money? Because apparently even with all of that, the Bitcoin price has gone down. In fact, it has gone under $40,000 as of yesterday. Our portfolio has been dropping 2 days ago to the lowest it has been, $906 worth of value, almost $100 lost. Now as of today, it's only up to $915 of value. So what is going on? Coinbase actually sent me this email. Spot Bitcoin ETFs are a hit, so why are crypto prices down this week? Just keeping me reassured, you know, I guess. Like, I'm trying to understand all this, but apparently, like, Grayscale had a Bitcoin trust, and they wanted to turn it into an exchange-traded fund. Anyways, apparently, Grayscale's Bitcoin ETF, it has high fees or something, according to this article, I think. And apparently, investors are selling out of this fund to move to other funds with lower fees. They're also saying that maybe this dip has been caused by the sell the news moment. Maybe investors are thinking, oh, the hype is here, time to sell before the hype gets way too hype and it crashes. Anyways, I have to think big picture, right? We gotta think big picture. I wanted to reference the gold ETF because when the gold ETF was finally approved, all of a sudden gold took off and like 4 times in price. But if we do look at the moment when the gold ETF was approved, there is actually a little dip here for, I guess, a little bit before the takeoff upward. So maybe the price action here is something similar. I should be thinking more long term and not get all flustered with this little dip right here, this 10% dip. However, according to this experiment, I will be liquidating in about 2 weeks. Will the price recover by then? Will it go up even higher by then? I'm hoping something will stimulate this market in these next couple of days and give us some returns, man.
So would my portfolio spontaneously recover, blast past net zero, and make me a profit? Well, over the next several days, it did start to recover. However, at the end of January, some news about FTX, that whole crypto exchange scandal that was basically insolvent and had to go bankrupt, causing a big crash back at the end of 2022. Well, finally they came to conclusion that rather than reopening the exchange, they would liquidate the remaining assets to hopefully pay back all customers. I infer this thought of them liquidating or selling all of their crypto assets and whatnot to pay back their customers caused the majority of the market to feel potential selling pressure coming, and well, this caused another dip. All in all though, towards the end of this experiment, my total portfolio value stayed around $950. Now, while around a $50 net loss does not feel great, I tried to stay optimistic and told myself, in crypto, it could always be worse.
Charles,
Yeah?
I really think it would be a wise decision to move some of our funds off of this high-yield savings account in order to diversify into other investments.
I'm gonna stop you right there, bud. Why diversify when you can multiply?
Because it's risky.
There is no risk. It's a savings account.
Well, for one, it's 10% interest. That's more than double any of the banks I could find. Plus, they're not even FDIC insured.
Okay, when was the last time the FC ever ID'd? Wait a minute. 10%? That's it? Oh. You're late to the game, buddy, let me tell you. Alright, forget about 10%. No. I want you to picture 100,000%.
That can't be real.
Oh no, it's real. It's very well real. You don't believe me? Well, let me show you to a little project I've been researching the past couple of minutes. It's called Titano. If we put 80% of our funds into Titano, in only 1 year, it'll be worth $3 billion. They use a special technology called auto rebase. It's like compound interest on steroids. And use the calculator. And you see how it does that little multiply thing? Look at that, look.
Huh.
Now, if that was really a scam, you think they'd allow you to do that on the website? I don't think so. So what do you say, big boy? Just like old times?
Just like old times.
Let's do this.
Let's do this.
And just like that, the 30 days of this experiment was up and it was time to convert all of my cryptos back into cash. So did the market spontaneously recover in the final days of this experiment? And how much was I left with at the end? Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the results.
Alright y'all, got the party shirt on because we done it. And according to my portfolio tracker, my portfolio is apparently worth $964. However, after selling out of everything and converting it all back into United States dollar, I have $911.49. Okay, so close to $90 down. I'm not too disappointed. I've done much worse. If you haven't seen my 3 fails video from last year, check that out. Anyways, you might be wondering why the big spread, 964 versus 911. Well, for some reason this morning, the Ethereum network was expensive to use. And when swapping that meme coin, Milady token, back into ETH, I incurred around a $30 fee. Now, I could have, yes, waited for maybe a less clogged network time and got a cheaper fee, but I wanted to stick to the challenge and liquidate pretty much on the dot 1 month later. Now, I just want to make it clear, I'm certain I put a disclaimer up in the beginning, but none of this video was financial advice. It's all just for entertainment purposes only. This is just what I did, my experience, and what I researched, and what happened along the way. I hope you all were entertained. And I also just want to say, don't feel bad if you gave me a suggestion and it looks like it dipped throughout this experiment. Okay, nobody can predict the market future, and who knows, maybe tomorrow that could have been up. I'm just sticking to the experiment of 30 days here, and what happened happened. I made all of these decisions to do this myself, so don't feel bad if you suggested me one and I picked it and it didn't perform that well. All in all, I had a really good time riding this wave, making this video. I hope you all enjoyed this video and were entertained. In fact, I think I'm gonna make some more financial challenge videos coming up. Feel free to leave some suggestions. I actually have a few ideas already, and I saw some of your suggestions from before. Thank you all so much for that feedback. Yo, I hope you all have a great day. Don't forget to subscribe. Stay tuned. More videos coming out. Peace. I will see you all in the next video.
And alright, I'll keep you happy. With the remaining 20%, we'll keep 10% over on BlockFi, earning that stable interest. And then another 10% over on FTX, just in case anything new pops off.